Hey guys, what is up? Scott from Civic Edge Lifestyle here, and welcome to day 59 of our My Lead Gen Secret Case Study 2025. Um, I'm glad you guys could make it out to see the video. I'm sorry that this week I didn't get any videos done. I've been kind of searching for a new video software because the software that I'm using, I'm actually currently looking to change. So I'm actually going to ask you guys if any of you know of a good screen sharing software or video recording software that you highly approve of. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. It'll it'll help me find one because I'm having problems trying to find one. This company that I'm with was really good until they did a recent update, and they actually ended up screwing people like me over with the smaller accounts. So I'm looking for a new software. Also, if you want to check out the description and the comment section, a link to join My Lead Gen Secret is down there. I do highly recommend joining My Lead Gen Secret. It's been a great thing to be a part of. I've loved it for the past year and a bit that I've been with them. I've absolutely loved it, and I highly recommend it to anyone. I'm always recommending My Lead Gen to everyone. And then there's a few other links that you guys can check out down in my video descriptions, or my description in my comment section, sorry. And those links are things that I recommend too that you can pair with My Lead Gen Secret that actually works well. So we're going to get into today's video. I don't want to waste too much time on the intro, but stick with me. You guys are going to find some explosive things that have happened this week. I had another $139 week this week. So I've actually cracked $1,000 already earned this year with My Lead Gen Secret. And we're going to get into that, and I'm going to show you guys how I've done that. Now, I'm not as big as some of the people. You have to know that even though I have like 80,000 on this account, and then the rest of my accounts are like 60,000, I think 40,000, something like that, and then 7,000 on my last account. Um, I'm not as big as some of the guys. Like some of the guys have like hundreds of thousands already, and they have like 4 or 5 accounts, and they're doing these videos and saying, "Oh, look, I'm already cracking $1,000." Yeah, they're cracking $1,000 because they got way more people than I do. I started doing these case studies way back when I had like 20,000 on my account. And you can see that as my list has gone bigger, so too have the sales. But I've also improved techniques through my time on My Lead Gen that have improved my sales and stuff as well. I'm more so nowadays focusing on the emails, which is great because that's what My Lead Gen's all about. You can focus on the emails more and learn how to do email marketing, and learn what works for these leads, what works to get the psychology going, what works to get those sales flowing. And there is a bit of a psychology to it. So stick with me. You'll see the psychology. Sometimes I use a little bit of Chat GPT to help me figure things out. But other than that, let's get into it. So you'll see that this week I've had kind of a little bit of an up and down week. And you can see that by my little graph here. It's all squiggly lines and everything. Um, yeah, so today's so far is at 1867. I think probably by the end of the day it's going to be close to, I'm not going to say it's going to be 3,000, but probably today's email will be maybe close to 3,000. Yesterday's was at 4,500. Then we had 2,771. Then we had 4,403. We had 3,270, and then we had 5,755. We had 3,219, 2,849, and then 5,225. So some of these emails, though, I found out that the more subscribers you get, I did find out that some emails are getting clicks still that were like 10 days ago. And if you watched any of my case studies from last year, you'll remember that I said it usually after 3 days, no one was clicking on that email again. And it's funny because now it's been longer than 3 days, and some of these emails, I'll see if I can find one really quick here. Not this one. This one actually hasn't gotten any more clicks since the 24th. What about this one? Nope, 23rd. I'm going to go as far back as this one. So this was 6 days ago. Yeah, see, the 28th. So I still was getting clicks this morning uh, from from this email, and this was, this was way back 6 days ago. So as your list grows, you'll see that your emails are getting opened like days after you've sent that email. So it's pretty cool to see that it still is getting the opens and stuff. And probably some of my sales have been coming from some of these emails. Um, I'm trying to think. There was another one though that really surprised me. That was like the 28th or something, and it was like, yeah, right here. So this one, the 120. This one is still getting clicks and opens, surprisingly, and this is back. Well, this would be about 7 days, 8 days, 8 days. So this is 8 days, 8 days ago, and this is still getting clicks. So it's kind of cool to see that. Days after, like this is a week, going back a week, and a day. This email is still getting open. So this is what makes my lead gen powerful, because you can still be making sales and clicks and stuff from an email you sent like a week ago once your account gets bigger. Now, mind you, this is off of my first account, as you guys can see. But this is the kind of, this is what I'm having with one account. And then, like I said, now I'm starting to play with the emails a little bit more. I'm trying to figure out, I'm playing with psychology a lot more this year. I'm playing with the emails a lot more, and I'm not focusing on my stats so much, because in email marketing, you don't want to focus on stats. You don't want to strictly focus on just the stats alone. Now, I know they say to watch the stats. You want to watch the stats, but you don't want to focus on them. There's a few reasons for this. Focusing on the stats will actually get you on a lower, it will make you, um, if you see that your stats are tanking that day, you're going to be like, oh, and I know this from experience. If you see your stats aren't doing that well that day, you're going to be like all down in the dumps. And then when you go to write the next email, you're going to be kind of like, oh my goodness, like I want opens. And the customer is going to be able to hear that in your email. And that's why I tell people, don't focus on the stats heavily. Focus on getting that psychology. Focus on writing that email. Focus on, getting into their heads and getting that sale. Okay. Also remember that you're trying to help people. You're not trying to really chase the money. You're trying to chase helping the customer. Um, that is another thing that I've overlooked in my 2 years of doing affiliate marketing. It's that my lead gen helped me realize all this. Um, I was chasing the money. I was chasing the sale instead of, you know, trying to get inside the customer's head, but in a way that I'm helping them. I'm giving them value. I'm helping them. And that's something powerful that you guys should be doing in your own business as well. So make sure you're helping the person. Make sure that you're not trying to be desperate. Don't focus on stats heavily. And I say that because you just don't want to focus on the stats to the point where you're getting down in the dumps because, hey, my email's tanking. Um, I've had days like today's isn't the best, but it still might crack 3,000 today. So I'm still happy as long as I get over 3,000. Some days like this, yeah, that's kind of hard to see, but I don't sit there and focus on it because I know that tomorrow might be a better day, which it was. The next day was 4,500. I mean, that email is still going up because it's only 2 days ago. So, I still have a lot of time to crack even 5,000 with it. I'm not worried about it. And that's another thing I wanted to draw a conclusion to is that even though you have 79,000 people, you got to remember that not all 79,000, sorry, are going to open that email. It's very unlikely, even if you do send out an email, it's very unlikely to get someone like or everyone on your list to open that email. Now, they will open, like every one of those 79,000 people might open throughout the month, but they're not going to open every single day. Okay. That's just the way email marketing goes. Don't ask me why. I know that people are going to sit there and say, well, the numbers don't match the numbers that you have on your list. Yeah, I know they don't, but that's just the way email marketing is. It's just the way it is. So let's get into to the commissions, and we will show you guys how I have $139. So give me 1 second here. I'll pause. I'll set up the commission side so that you guys don't see any names, and I'll be right back. Okay, so on the My Lead Gen Secret side, I had $36 total over the past week in recurring commissions. So this was a $12 right here. This was just a normal $4. This was 12, and then this was 4, and this was 4. So that gave me a total of 36. Yes, I think 36. Yes, 36. Sorry, I had to think about that for a minute. So yeah, that was $36 total. So two 12s and then another 16. That doesn't seem right to me. For a second, when I'm taking a second glance here, so 12, 16, that would be 28. 32, 36. Yeah, okay, so 36. Okay, sorry guys. So yeah, it's $36 there. I'm going to quickly switch back to statistics. And we're going to head over to ClickBank. So I've had lots of luck with ClickBank. And we're just going to get into it here. So first of all, I'm going to show you the chart here, and then I'm going to wait for my webcam to stop spazzing. All right, so this is my what my account overview looks like. So we've got 5 days of sales here in a row. Some of them are recurring, where one of them's a recurring commission from my other nickname. So I've got that one, and that was from my lead gen. That was when I did social rep. And then we've got these ones as social paid. These ones are 20. This one is 13, another 20, and another 13. So that gave me a total of, I believe it was, oh, hold on, I got the numbers here. That was a total of $84. And then we go to OLSP. Now, I'm going to pause and set up OLSP because I don't know if I'm on the commission page, so I don't want to go over there and then realize, oh, I'm on the commission page and have someone's name show up. So just give me 1 quick second. All right, so there was only one sale on OLSP this week, and that came in on the 22nd, so that was on Saturday. You'll see that it was the Mega Link, and it was $7. So that's now another $7 there. And there's one more, and I'm just going to quickly go back to the dashboard. So you can see now as my lists are growing, you can see that the sales are starting to happen more frequently, especially when I get those good emails going. That's what I'm trying for now. I'm trying to make better emails. I'm trying to make better psychology, things like that. So let's go to this one. And this is known, I don't know, I don't think my webcam is going to come over on this. That's fine. I don't need it to. So you'll see that I got another $7 here. So we had two conversions. This is what's known as the one-page funnel system, which is inside the description in the comment section. The one-page funnel system is a new system by, I don't know how to say his name. I think it's Yuvraj or Yuvraj. I don't know how you say his name. But basically, it's kind of like the OLSP system. There's a few different things. I'm going to be actually doing a review for it probably come next week, hopefully. I got a couple of reviews to do actually next week, but I do want to review this one. It's kind of like the OLSP system though, but it's a little bit different in the sense that they will actually try and market high ticket offers for you. And what they do is they constantly do anywhere from low to high ticket offers constantly. I think a lot more than what OLSP does, but the people do, it's not like a set amount of um, things within the system. It's actually quite a few different high ticket things, but because they're my lead, it's linked to me, so then I still get a certain percentage. But anyway, right now I've earned $7. That's for the front end of one page funnel system, and that's 2 sales. You do unfortunately only get 50%. But you do make high ticket sales as well eventually, the more leads that you bring into the system. So it's pretty neat. It's extra funds coming in, an extra cool system to hand to my lead gen, and it does work with my lead gen. I mean, I just put this on, I think it was Saturday morning, and I already have had 2 sales with it, so it's pretty cool. And they have also got like a CPA offer rotator now mixed in with one page funnel system, which you can offer, which I've also put into the email, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit here. So, without further ado, I'm going to get back to um, statistics. Actually, I'm going to sign out of OLSP. We don't need it anymore. We do need ClickBank. I just got to wait for my. All right, so I want to show you guys the email. So this is what the rotator looks like. I got to stay in statistics. So I'll pull up today's email and just kind of show you guys. So obviously up here, I've got my social paid links, but then down here, I've been showing this a lot lately. I've got the other recommended programs. And what I've got here is Megalink. So this is the OLSP system. Then I've got my lead gen secret. I've got auto affiliate AI. I've got partner and profit, list ladder. List ladder is really good too, which is down in the description in the comment section as well. That one actually brings leads directly to my get response from my lead gen. So whenever they click, I always get the leads, and they are pretty engaged on my list. They've been opening the emails and everything. So that's that. Like that's helping build my list, my personal list. So that's pretty cool. The Secret Money System. This is a course that I took when I first started affiliate marketing, which I highly recommend people take a look at. So I put that in there. And then this one's the Billionaire Brainwave from ClickBank. This is the Fresh Cash Rotator. That's what I called it. This is the rotator, though, that comes with the one-page funnel system, and it has a bunch of CPA offers. Now, if you don't know what a CPA offer is, let's say the CPA offer front-end price is $9. Let's just throw that out there and say $9. Instead of getting the $9 only, or 50% of that or whatever, you're actually going to make $25. This is how a CPA works. Now, don't ask me how it's possible for that. And I know it sounds too good to be true, but it does work. The reason why it works is because so the person gets the front end offer for $9, but there is chances for them to buy other stuff on the back end. So what happens is that the customer buys other things on the back end, which still gives the vendor their money. That's why they're able to offer like 300% on the front end for you. So there are things like that. And this rotator rotates. I think that there's 4 items so far, and it does about. There's like a couple of like small $9 ones, so they're about $25 a piece in CPA offers, and then there's a $45 and a $50 CPA, and those ones are for. I think the front end price is like $20 or something like that. So you can see, like, you can make a lot of money off of that. And still, it's funny because it's like, well, it was just $20, but I made 50. Anyway, there's the one-page funnel system. And so that's what I do is the other recommended programs, and this is where I get all the other sales from. These ones are Warrior Plus. That one's obviously my lead gen. And then we got OLSP. I think there was one more. Oh, and Secret Money Systems also Warrior Plus, and then the rest of these are ClickBank and One Page Funnel System. So that's what I'm doing. It's working pretty good, and that's helping me make my sales a lot more. I'm also trying that in my own personal list because I think it's good to have other links that people can check out so that, they're not feeling like, oh, I gotta buy this one. So I am going to go through today's email, but first I'm going to show you guys how to grab that. And I'm on the good page today. So what I mean by the good page is I can show you guys from here where to go. So first of all, there are two ways. Actually, I've figured out another way today that I never even thought of before, that you guys can get your link or your name, your username from. So I'm going to go into just my plain account as is. You can copy it from here like so, by just right clicking and copy. But I'm going to show you a new way that I figured out. You guys are going to love this. So we go into your dashboard, or your, first of all, you go into accounts, you go and click on your nickname, and then you come into the dashboard here. So here's the dashboard, right? We see there's my sales. And if I go up here and select right here, you'll see welcome and then your nickname. If you actually go and just select that right there and copy, and then I'm going to pull up my little clipboard. For some reason, my clipboard always has problems when I go and select it. There it is. So Civic Edge. See that? I got it right from there. And there it is. So that's pretty cool. Then you go to Marketplace. And I've shown you guys, I don't remember what day it was. Don't ask me. I am going to go back and, not go back, but I'm going to do another video. One of these days for the case study, I'm going to do a video where I show how to do the ChatGPT thing again, to do the subject lines. But this thing keeps popping up. I wish it wouldn't. Um, anyway, so here's the social paid. This is what we're offering right now. You'll see that it has a gravity score of 8016, and then the initial conversion is $7.87. Sorry, and then you got future rebills and stuff like that. I really wish. There. Next. See you later. Really? Anyway, sorry guys. I'm trying to get this done. To get the done for you emails, you just go into affiliate page, which you can barely see because of this stupid. I don't know why it's. There we go. All right, so you can see right there, affiliate page. You go in there, you get your email, and I usually take the subject line in ChatGPT, and I tell ChatGPT to give me five different choices, but five, or rewrite the subject line five different ways. They're upbeat, authentic, um, attention grabbing, and fun. And it usually comes back with something really, five really good subject lines. And that's one of the things, too. Always note it, or always take note of the fact that your subject line is your first impression of any email. That is another thing that I can honestly say will help you in email writing. Your subject line is 100% your window to your email. If your subject line tanks that day and it's not a good subject line, you're not going to get the opens. Just putting that out there. Okay. So that's where you grab the email. I'm not going to really go into it today because we're running out of time. So I'm just going to read today's email off, tell you why I did the changes that I did, and um, that will be that. So I'm just going to quickly close these tabs out so that we're not lagging. All right. So first of all, you'll notice on the subject line that I always dress it up with the person's first name. And then this was today's make 800 a week just using Quora. So then I have, hey there, first name fix. Again, I add their name, personalizing it. So today's opportunity is a great way through which you can make 800 per week using Quora. How? One click equals a big opportunity. So this is the call to action. So I've been also getting ChatGPT with the same command, believe it or not, as the subject line. I've been getting ChatGPT to write me more exciting calls to action, and that's actually been driving sales a lot more as well. Because if you're Call to action is exciting. It's going to hype the person up, right? And they're going to want to check it out. So they are currently working with three large e-commerce brands that use Quora as their main platform. The post content they post content related to their niche and then promote their product at the end of it, but they won't be able to manage all of it by themselves. That's why they're taking people like you to manage it on their behalf. If you have a reliable internet connection, a smartphone, tablet, and just 10 to 12 hours of free time each week, then you're already qualified for this simple opportunity. Don't miss this. Click now. And you'll see that I capitalized some words and that I bolded them and underlined them. The reason why I do this is to draw attention, whether it's to emphasize a word or it's a psychology word. So simple is one of those psychology words. Simple is like, I'm telling the person it's simple, it's easy, things like that. Opportunity, I always bold and underline that one, just because it's an opportunity. Um, People like to hear opportunity a lot more, and I've changed a lot of the. It used to say something along the lines of simple job. I do not mention job. Okay. The reason why I take job out of this is because people don't want, people are trying to escape their 9 to 5s nowadays. They don't want to hear the word job. Okay. That is, in a sense, it's degrading. Okay. No one wants to hear the word job. So I switch it to opportunity. Um, don't miss this. Click now. So you can see that I bolded, or well, I didn't really bold. I bolded it, but I didn't underline it because it's already underlined because it's a link. But you'll see that there's now and then don't. This just lets them know, like, don't miss it. And then now obviously means like, go click it right now, that kind of thing. Free time. That one I kind of bolded and underlined. It was more so to draw um, just emphasis to it. I was personalizing it there. Um, emphasis. Big was emphasis. 800 per week. I always draw attention to anything to do with money because, again, if the person sees how much they're going to make, they're going to go, ooh, money, and things like that. So that's that, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm hoping I find another video software on the weekend because I would really like to just get rid of this company and be done with it. And um, unfortunately, like I said, they made an update that just screwed everything up. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you give a like, share, and subscribe. And help me out by sharing the videos because that'll help our community grow. It's our community, not mine. It's our community. So make sure you guys check out the links down in the description and check out the video that should be popping up on the screen right now. You guys have a great weekend. Cheers.